So what's 3 things every graphic designer should practice? Number 1 is drawing. We need to be able to sketch. You don't have to be a crazy good artist to do basic sketches. Everyone can learn to sketch, to draw. You know, it's not impossible. It's actually simple. What you do is get a pencil and a paper and you just start drawing. You start going at it. So it's good to practice these things because, you know, everything starts from a thought and you translate that thought into a visual image. And to do that, the quickest way is to do it on pencil and paper. It's really fast. Instead of always jumping into Illustrator, jumping into Photoshop, or jumping online for inspiration, that's good. You can do it that way, but it's better to start off with sketching and don't be scared to do heaps of sketches. You know, do pages full. You know, I see some people only do like a couple sketches, and to be honest, I used to do that. I used to be lazy and just do like a couple, but I've realized doing like heaps of pages of sketches actually helps you locate the golden idea or the one that's gonna work, because you filter through all those initial thoughts from your brain, and once you've gone through that initial stage, you start to find out different ideas because you're starting to make connections. You're starting to look at every option and start to make connections that are not common. So you start to figure out different ideas and you'll come up with a different logo or a symbol or something different, even though like a lot of things have been created before, but it's going to be different because it's your mind, it's your thoughts, and you have different inspiration and different experiences in life. So you're always going to maybe come up with something that's really cool and unique. So always have drawing and sketching as an important thing as part of your design work. If you're an illustrator or whatever you're doing, even a web designer, you're going to have to do, you know, wireframes. You're going to have to do mock-ups of how you're going to lay out the page and stuff. So drawing is really good and really key. Number 2 is communication. You got to learn to communicate. One thing that I found that's really been helpful for me is actually talking in front of a camera, and doing these YouTube videos have really boosted my confidence, have really helped me to communicate, to talk slow. I know sometimes I used to talk fast and I still do a little bit, but I'm actually improved so much that I can communicate clearly, especially when I'm communicating with a new client or a potential friend or whatever it is. When I'm in the opportunity of discussing something, I can, you know, elaborate my ideas, elaborate what I do to people, and be able to conversate and ask questions in a way that's going to benefit them and build that rapport and build that relationship with them. So communication is very key. And you know, one tip is to practice on your phone, practice in the mirror, talking to yourself, do positive affirmations to build your confidence, and just, you know, communicate with people, you know, on the phone. I found it better. It's actually nice to talk to someone on the phone, whether in a conference call or whatever, instead of just actually emailing or texting, because just that simple thing will actually help you communicate better and help you learn to actually listen to people. And it's going to boost your communication skills, because communication is very key, especially if you're pitching to someone, or, you know, you're making new friends or making new contacts or networks, whatever. You always want to be professional. You always want to be polite and nice and gracious towards people and forgiving, and always treat them with respect, and always be excellent in your communication. You know, don't use bad language. Don't use things that are going to put people down, but actually uplift people. So communication is key. So number 3 is knowledge. You have to practice knowledge, and what I mean by that is consume knowledge. What are you investing in? You know, purchase books that are going to help you to learn about branding, or how to communicate, how to do brand messaging, brand strategy, how to create a logo design, how to do grids, how to use typography in the best way. So knowledge is important. You know, you can't just expect to know everything straight away. When you're learning, it's always good to be a forever learner. That's how I like to put it. So you're always going to be learning constantly. And if you can't, afford books, maybe you don't have a job yet, then just go online. There's a lot of free resources. You just have to search in the right places, and you're going to find good resources, not just information from anyone. You want to learn from someone that's actually experienced it, who's applied it, who's actually tested it, and someone who's actually has integrity and good character, because that's going to show you that they're honest, and that they're always moving forward in life and improving, and they're always integral and stay to the path. So knowledge is key. Knowledge is important, because the more knowledge, the more value you can give, the more you can offer as a service or a product, the more you can grow yourself and give advice to others and teach others. So number 1, drawing. Number 2, communication. And number 3 is knowledge. So these 3 things every graphic designer should practice, should constantly do on a regular basis, and it's really going to boost your skills. It's really going to help you grow, get more jobs, and actually just overall improve yourself as a person, as a being. So yeah, I hope this was helpful, these tips. Subscribe for more content every week. If you guys have a suggestion for a video, leave a comment below. I'll gladly and happily listen to it and see if it's going to be good for others, if you want to learn something new. So I'm really thankful for that. Thanks guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. So have a great day, and I'll catch you next time.